One of the things that I get asked an awful lot by people is why I gave all my inventions away to the public domain. Let me go over the inventions and I'll explain why I did that. One of them are these absolutely wonderful KETTLEWELL resonant covers that are designed and built by Russ Camerer. That's russ.camerer@gmail.com. So comfortable with the hand. I mean, there are so many nuances of this invention that are great, and the shaping of the covers, it's a gorgeous sound. There's one where the covers act like the bell of a trumpet. One of the early ones was the KETTLEWELL frictionless mouthpiece slider, which it changes the sound because I can cut the note very crisply. And keeps the harp a little plainer. You get friction-free movement to new note hole positions. And it provides a relaxed embouchure because you're not reshaping your lips all the time. They just sit relaxed on the slider. Okay, and the slider does that work. The other one is the Ergo Button, which is like comfy at all angles of attack, no sharp edges. These are made on a lathe. And then I have air tightening methodologies I've shared with you, such as sanding the comb top and then lapping the mouthpiece into the comb so that the mouthpiece can come down a little bit tighter on the slide and make the harp really airtight, so that when you give it air, it responds immediately, which is very important. Okay, why did I give them away? I had people that wanted to invest and would pay for patents, but my principal goal has been to make, first to share all the knowledge I had and could come up with and learned from others about music and chromatic harmonica, which is how I ended up with all those videos. I didn't want to make the mistake that Toots Thielman's made, where when he passed away, all of his knowledge is gone. He did not pass along what he knew. I don't know anywhere near what he knew, but I have passed along everything that I know. And so to me, that was always really important, to give something to the harmonica community, understanding that our lives are finite and we all pass away, and I wanted to have a body of knowledge on how to play the instrument. Not necessarily how to play a song, which is an artistic decision, but more method. And when it came to the inventions, it wasn't so much that my goal was to make money as it was to share the ideas so that the harmonica community could benefit, which means multiple manufacturers would have to be able to do them. I did have major manufacturers approach me asking for exclusive agreements on sales and production of the slider. Firms in Asia that wanted to, make them, knock them out cheaply. I just didn't feel that was my path. I do make these by hand, but they're perfect. The quality control, it's absolutely perfect. The work that I do on harps to customize them, it's very, very high-grade work. And that's the way I want it. I don't want to commoditize it. But I think that it was, I wanted people to be able to make Ergo buttons without concern for patent, to take the idea of a resonant cover and not have it circumscribed by me. I'm not going to stop anybody from doing that. And that anybody could make sliders around the world. And I know that's kind of a weird approach. A lot of people don't get it, and they criticize me and say, well, you should be making money, or I don't know. It just, to me, music has always been a world of giving and receiving. I've had so many instruments given to me and favors done, and I have this mantra, which is when the universe gives you a chance to help another, do so without thought of benefit. And when offered help, accept it, for life is a circle. And I've found that that is an extremely powerful concept. And part of that is the willingness to give. But the other part of it is the willingness to receive, to accept help when it's offered. These are philosophical points. You may agree with them, wonderful. You may not, wonderful. But those were my path, my choices. So that's why there's no patents on anything that I've invented. And I gave them away. And I find joy and happiness when people make it work. Like, I was so excited about the wonderful work that Russ Camerer did on these covers. Now, right now they're just for the 16, but he's got a Gregormar right now. He'll make a 12-hole version, and he's got a Seidel Saxony, mine, and he's making resonant covers for those. I'm just excited that the idea is growing and going somewhere, and that he's doing well. Again, if you want to talk with him about what it would take to get a set of resonant covers for your harp, you can reach him at russcamerer@gmail.com, russ.camerer@gmail.com. But anyway, I hope that you benefit from some of these things, and will think about my philosophy. I think a lot of you already agree anyway.